Hey everyone, the holiday season is here, and what better way to celebrate it than some Winter Express in Apex Legends? While the mode is fairly simple, there's actually a lot of great ways to improve your skills in this mode while we have it, so make sure you're taking full advantage of it. I do have some great ways to improve your win rate from round to round, and I figured what better time than right now to go over some of these tips. Personally, I think Winter Express is one of my more favored limited time modes, and it has a lot of great ways to improve your skills in the game because it is a lot of fast-paced action. Plus, it has a lot of the kind of third-party aspect, which will help you improve taking on multiple teams at once, which is really great to have this type of skill when you are applying it to the Battle Royale. There's really two ways you can play Winter Express. You either want to capture the train car or just straight up eliminate all the players. How you want to win though will affect your legend choices or even your gameplay tactics. If you want to emphasize capturing the train, then you might want to try out some defensive legends, where on the other side of things, if you just want to kill everyone, then some offensive or movement legends actually might be a little bit better than the defensive legends. I personally find an emphasis on capturing the car a little bit better, as it does require players to kind of play into your hand rather than you just trying to push into that car with all those Caustics and Watsons and getting thirded by the other squad. You can definitely be successful with either playstyle, so I would say give it a try and see what one works out for you. Honestly though, I think defending a train car is a little bit easier than trying to take it over. Winter Express really emphasizes some of the more underutilized legends in the game, which gives them a big spotlight in this mode, and for me, that is so great. We can see legends like Watson, Rampart, and Caustic, which are all absolutely incredible, really get a good spotlight on for this game mode, and these are the three legends I would promote you to use the most. Starting with Watson. Watson is one of the better legends, I will say, to really trap off entire train cars and let you really kind of prevent people from pushing into your area. And also, if you can't get a pylon down in a car and you are able to defend a car with the pylon and the fences, it will make quite work and it will help protect you from grenades, which are pretty prevalent in this mode. The backup option to Watson is going to be Rampart, but I find that if you're playing Rampart, you really want to be in the front car as Rampart because you can't block all the doorways in the front of the car. If you're playing in the back of the train car, you will not really be able to defend as easily as Rampart just because of the way the car is laid out. Rampart is pretty good with her ultimate too. If you can't get that turret out, you can absolutely melt people if they are chunking up in the cars, which is pretty good when you are assaulting the train car if you're not winning every round. Plus, again, you do have that outgoing damage boost from the amped walls. And Caustic really is my #1 pick legend for this mode. Caustic has that gas grenade, so you can really weed out enemy teams and get them out of the train car so you can go in and start capturing it. And likewise, he does have the gas traps, so he can really post up and prevent pushes for quite some time. If you want some backup legends, I would say something like Gibraltar for a dome fight with those bubble fights are also something you can use. Plus, you can use someone like Bangalore with the smokes, and since you can pick what weapons you want to use, you could get a digital threat wingman or SMG and really play off the smokes on the car a lot. I find this works very well. And you can also try out Fuse. Fuse is really good with those tactical clusters to weed out players that are in the cars. And of course, that mother load is pretty good. If you do go in there, pop that mother load, it'll burn everyone in the train car, and then you can back out and watch them run out. All in all though, definitely think about your legend choice a little bit differently than you would if you were playing the Battle Royale or the Arena mode. Obviously, you can use some of the more underwhelming legends in this mode, and I find this is really the strength of Winter Express to get us to play these different legends that we are not used to. As for what weapons or what loadouts you might want to pick, obviously most battles are going to involve closer ranges, so close range and mid-range is an absolute must. I find that taking a long range really just isn't viable, as players can just hide in the car and capture it, and that long range sniper rifle just isn't really going to help you out. Something like the wingman in this mode shines very well because you can use that wingman a little bit further side of close range, and it's really its versatile nature that lends itself very well to this Winter Express mode. If you didn't know, you can actually change your optics from the menu, so if you do want to switch up what optics you do have on something like the wingman, this is something that you should take advantage of. And you can also swap the optics from gun to gun, which can be nice if you want to swap something like a DT over to the wingman so you can't shoot it through some Bangalore smoke. Definitely don't underestimate this. It's something that you can definitely use from time to time, depending on the legends you're going up against. As for your engagement area, there's a couple ways you can approach the matches. If you are not already on the train car, if you're not already capping it, if you didn't win the previous round, landing on the side of the hills, not on the train, is something that I do suggest you do. If you land right on the train car, it means you're going straight up against the other team, which means you're just going to be getting third-partied by the third team, which is going to be shooting you in the back or the side. So if you are trying to assault the train car because another team already is on it, I do absolutely think that you should land on the side hills, kind of figure out what the situation is, maybe pick off the second squad, and then go in and capture that third squad that is already on the train car. Definitely don't want to really just kind of full send it in there. I find this doesn't work too well. This also goes for if you are already on the train car from winning a round. Sometimes getting off that train car is a nice play. Unless, I will say, if you are one of those defensive legends that we were talking about previously in the video, then you are absolutely able to just control a car. You can fence it up. You have a couple seconds really to kind of make that car yours and really get nestled in there so you can have the other two teams fight each other while you cap it. Or at least you can be in the train car shooting someone that's trying to assault you while they are getting third-partied and you are not getting third-partied. There's absolutely enough time between rounds to fortify up, heal up, and stay on that train car if you are playing Caustic, Watson, or Rampart. How you want to play this really doesn't matter as much as it does what legends you are using and how your squad is communicating and what they want to do. Moving on, a few things to talk about with positional awareness. You do not want to try and control the entire train. This will just spread your squad too thin, and you will be getting in a lot of one-on-two fights, which is just not what you want in this game mode. Similarly, you do not need every teammate in a single car getting grenaded non-stop, unless you are really aware of this and you can plan accordingly with something like Watson's ultimate 2-stop grenades. If you are playing with a pre-made team, you may want to try sticking with one defensive legend in the car and then some teammates supporting you on the outsides of the car or on the roof, really trying to kind of keep enemies further away from you while you are capping. Stay away from the middle car, I will say. You really never want to go in the middle car. It's completely revealing. You have very little cover, and you're also placing yourself in between the two train cars, which makes you a really easy target to get shot by both teams if they are on opposite sides of the train. All in all, I really like to play around the rear car of the train. I find that the front car is a little bit too closed off, and there's not as many play options between being able to hop out of the side window like I can in the back. This is generally how I play this game mode. You can play it either way. If you are playing with something like Rampart, again, you can't go in the front car, but always stay out of the middle car. I really just don't think it works out too well. As for the equipment and surviving a little bit while longer, fast heals are the real deal in this game mode, just like they were in the old days. Do not be afraid to take literally a second and get a very nice boost in your health or shields in fights, and this can be absolutely huge in fights if your enemies are not doing this and you are. You go behind a wall, pop 2 cells, you're 50 more shields, you go back out, you finish them, and they just don't have any idea that you did this. Fast heals are the real deal, and it makes me miss them in the full game. I kind of wish Lifeline had them, but regardless, in this mode, they are sick and take full advantage of them. Second to this is going to be mindful of the grenades. Thermites and arc stars are absolute beasts, and basically I want to mention this because you do choose what weapons, and on what weapons you are choosing what grenades you pick. I absolutely think you should emphasize getting arc stars or thermites, so choose your class wisely. Frags, of course, are okay, but I find stunning and burning are a little bit more effective, and you can make some big plays off of them. Overall, though, I think Winter Express is one of my more favorite limited time modes. It's one of the better ones in recent memory. I wish we had more LTMs in Apex Legends because it really does switch up the way you play, and it really makes a lot of these other legends be way more viable, which I do miss. We do not have that many limited time modes anymore since the Season 8 LTMs were mega buggy and kind of Respawn just abandoned them because of this. Regardless, though, I'm happy the holiday season is here. 2021 flew by for me as I have been working my butt off to produce a steady stream of content for all of you, and I am just so excited for next year. We have a lot of stuff planned. Let me know what you think of Winter Express in the comments down below, and be sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel for more content that is always on the way. If you ever want someone to play with or chat with, hop into our community Discord. Until next time, everyone, happy gaming, legends.